Good afternoon. Welcome to Wisconsin Brewing Company Park between the Pewaukee Pirates and Wisconsin Lutheran Vikings. Matt Peck here joining you today. First, we're going to start the starting lineups for each team. First, with the Wisconsin Lutheran Vikings. Carter Fry to lead it off, playing center field. Eddie Rinders playing shortstop. Cooper Sievert left field. First base, Win Hotchkiss. Jake Ross, pitcher. Andrew Bellot, catcher. Chase Muma, designated hitter. Eli Dreyer, third base. Jacob Bellot, second base. And Braden Abrams-Kowski, right field. The right fielder, designated hitter Chase Muma, will be batting for the right fielder. For Pewaukee now, playing center field, Drew Doberstein. Catching, Jackson Servas. Pitching, Grayson Zach. Playing second base, Owen Doberstein. And Dree Van Dumlin getting pinch hit for. He'll be at shortstop. Logan Peterson in right. Ryan Sofa at first base. Landon Wittek in left field. And Brody Carlson at third base. That's the defensive line for the Pewaukee Pirates. Coming into this game, the Pewaukee Pirates are... Well, first we'll start with the visiting Wisconsin Lutheran Vikings, who are 10-3 coming into today's game. The Pewaukee Pirates, meanwhile, on the other side, are 16-2 coming into today's game. So it should be a good one here in the Woodland Conference. Both teams have been waiting to play each other from what I've seen and heard. Both of them ranked in the top 20 of PBR. I think Wisconsin Lutheran 23, Pewaukee number 10. So a perfect sequence here this afternoon. On the mound for the Pirates is Grayson Zach here in the first game. We'll get set to start on the way, and Carter Fry will come up to the plate to start it off here for Wisconsin Lutheran. So the center fielder, Carter Fry, will step in, and we're about ready to be underway here from Wisconsin Brewing Company Park this afternoon in Oconomowoc, Wisconsin, home of the Lake Country Dockhounds. Zach steps back, delivers. That one's ripped in the air to center field. It's going to be dropped out there, going to get over the head, and Fry is going to be into second base. I don't think that was played well that time by... That one was a little bit hit over the head that time. I think it was just a little bit short, and they thought it was going to be a little bit less of a hit, and then before you know it, that ball just ended up flying. So leadoff double started for Carter Fry. Now Eddie Rinders, the shortstop, will be at the plate with Fry on second. Rinders takes a ball. Yeah, they got some flies around here today. So that was Drew Doberstein. That was hit a little bit over his head that time. Just didn't come in fast enough that time. So Rinders quickly up 2-0. And there's a count with Fry on second base. Fry takes his lead over there, and the stretch goes Zach. Now the deliver to the plate. That one's high, 3-0. Zach looking in. Here's the pitch. And that one's in there for a strike. 3 balls, 1 strike now. Quickly bows back to hitter's count. Fry takes his lead again from second. Zach steps back. The pitch. And that one's ripped. Base hit to right field. Fry should score, and he will. And the Wisconsin Lutheran Vikings quickly up 1-0 here. So now it'll be Cooper Sievert, the left fielder, at the plate with Rinders on first. 2 straight hits for the Wisconsin Lutheran Vikings to start this one. Well, technically the first one was ruled an error, so 1 hit with reach on error as well. So Sievert takes the first pitch inside for a ball. Zach steps off. Zach throws back. Here's the pitch. Takes off. Throw down to second. Going to be way off. Line safe. Servas a little bit late on that throw, and Rinder steals second. So right away, a runner on second for the Vikings again with no outs on a steal. Sievert batting with a runner in scoring position. 2-0. Sievert steps back in. Renders takes his lead at second. Sievert pops that one up foul. Not much of a crowd this afternoon, but got to remember, and that ball came flying back. People are still in school. Come on, schools. Get the school excuse list out. They should do one of those games where they play a game during school and have the whole, like a field trip or something.
They should do that for every sport.
Yeah. Not football. That would not make any sense. Football at 4 o'clock on a Friday. No, 2 o'clock on a Friday afternoon.
Play it on Sundays like the NFL?
No. If there's a Packer game on, nobody would be there. Renders takes his lead from second. That one's in the air to left. That's going to be a blooper. It's going to be caught out there. Nice catch out there by the shortstop, Van Dolman. For the first out of the inning. That will send up the cleanup hitter, Win Hotchkiss, to first baseman. Zach steps back on. Renders takes his lead at second. Renders takes off for third. Throw down to third. Not in time. So Renders with 2 stolen bases already. Gets all the way to third. So now the Vikings are about a sac fly, a ground out away from taking the lead as there's a quick stoppage of play. Renders calls timeout over there at third. All right, here we go. Zach up to 11 pitches in the first inning here. Hotchkiss swings and misses heavily that time. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hotchkiss a little bit behind that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Zach starting to get a little bit more command, more so in the strike zone. But Hotchkiss is a good hitter. He's not officially retired until there's 3 strikes. Hotchkiss follows that one's back. Still remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Renders on third. The Vikings with 1 hit and reached on an error to start this game. 1. And that one's on the ground through a base hit, and that's going to score Renders, and it's quickly 2-0 Vikings as Hotchkiss comes through with a base hit. Now that will send up Jake Ross, the pitcher. Hotchkiss takes his lead over from first. Pitch is high, ball 1. Zach, front of motion, takes a pitch. Ball high again. 2 balls, no strikes. Here's the next pitch on the ground. A chance for 2. Kind of quickly turn it to second. Back to first. Not in time. So a fielder's choice, Ross reaches on. But the Pirates getting out. So 2 outs in the top of the first. And that will send up Andrew Bellot. Bellot stands in, number 2. Engages with the rubber now. Runner on first, Brown. Brown was ready to steal at first, but decides not to go. There's a pickoff attempt over there at first. Now Zach delivers, pitches high, 2 balls, no strikes. Brown takes his lead again. Takes his secondary now, 3-0. Brown leads from first once again. Zach steps back in. Here's the pitch. Ball 4. So Bella walks now. And they're down in the 7th hitter already in the lineup here in the top of the first. That'll send up Chase Muma, the designated hitter. He's hitting for the right fielder, Braden Abramkowski. So runners on first and second here, 2 outs. Pewaukee will have a discussion on the mound here real quick. And today's game is sponsored by Fleet Farm. Pick up all your pets' favorites from Fleet Farm. Find everything from food and treats to toys and health products under one roof from all the brands you trust. Dogs or cats, they've got you covered. Shop your pets' everyday essentials at Fleet Farm. So like I said before, Mumo will come up now. Runners on first and second, 2 outs here in the top of the first. 23 pitches so far for Grayson Zach here in the top of the first. Takes his lead over there, turns back, pickoff attempt, throws a third, and they're going to get him at third. And Wisconsin Lutheran coach making an appeal over there to the home plate umpire. Meanwhile, we'll stay with you just to see. He's asking.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fear, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflateri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Back here on Zaleski Sports here in the bottom of the first. Matt Peck here with you guys. 2-0 lead for the Wisconsin Lutheran Vikings here. Couple of hits and an error. Get them a few runs. Today's game also sponsored by Griffin Ford of Waukesha. It's the ultimate New Year special. Griffin will inspect and rotate tires, check battery, complete multi-point inspection. Check your heat, change your wiper blades and air filter, all for $179.95. That's Griffin Ford of Waukesha. Bottom of the first coming up here now. Leading off for the Pewaukee Pirates is Drew Doberstein. Here's the first pitch inside, ball 1. The ump has something to tell Ross, the pitcher. And here comes Coach Cargus. They're talking about something intensively here. Kind of an interesting start here already. All right, 1-0. Only one pitch thrown by Ross. Pitch is high, 2-0. Here's the next pitch. In there for a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. Next pitch from Ross. That is lined it down the right field line. A fair ball. Going into second now is Doberstein trying to take it around. Into second. Down. He's in. Drew Doberstein with a double to start it here for the Pewaukee Pirates here in the bottom of the first. So Pewaukee trying to earn some of those hits and runs back that they gave up in the top of the first. Pitch is in there for a strike. Ross sets, looks back over to second, pitches. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike now on the batter now, Jackson Servas. Servas, the catcher today for the Pirates. Looks over to third, and here's a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Ross trying to retire his first batter here. Here's the pitch. Ball a little bit high and outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ross steps back in. Doberstein takes his lead over at second. And that one's in the air to left. Down. It's going to go out foul. But into the bullpen. Straighten that out a little bit more fair. Turn that a little bit more to the right and maybe a little bit more distance. That's a home run and we got a tie game. That one was launched by Servas that time. Servas steps back in here. Ross looks over to second. Here's the pitch. Servas takes strike 3. So Ross retires his first batter of the day. And now with 1 out, Grayson Zach, the pitcher for Pewaukee, will come up. Here's the pitch. In there again for a strike. Kind of an off-speed one that time. So no balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. That one's in the air to second. Should be playable by Bellot, and it's caught. So there's 2 outs now here in the bottom of the first. And I'll send up the cleanup hitter, Owen Doberstein. Go the Dobersteins beat the Hit Clan here in the first inning. We'll find out. Ross leans in, looks back to second. Here's the pitch, outside, ball 1. Here's the pitch again, in there for strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, now on Doberstein. Owen Doberstein is the second baseman this afternoon. Swing and a miss, strike 2. One ball, 2 strikes now. Call strike 3. 2 called strikeouts for Ross, and we'll head to the top of the second. 2-0 Wisconsin Lutheran.
Big Putts is the greatest indoor mini golf experience in the universe, as determined by unofficial independent voting. Big Putts on South 27th Street in Greenfield is open 7 days a week. Plan your next night out, weekend, birthday party, company outing, or an afternoon delight of mini golf at Big Putts. After a round of golf, test your skill in the area's best arcade. Big Putts on South 27th Street in Greenfield and Big Putts on Facebook. I like Big Putts and I cannot lie.
Asher Laston Exteriors is committed to craftsmanship, innovation, and outstanding customer service as Western Wisconsin's trusted gutter and gutter helmet experts. Our highly trained certified technicians can install gutter helmet onto new or existing gutters. Gutter helmet blends in beautifully with your home, can withstand the heaviest of rainfalls, and is backed by a lifetime transferable warranty. Save up to 20% with zero down and no interest or payments for up to 18 months with seamless gutters and gutter helmet. Brought to you by Asher Laston Exteriors.
Back here on Zaleski Sports, Matt Peck here in the top of the second inning. Wisconsin Lutheran leads 2-0. Today's game is sponsored by Visit Marshfield. Marshfield Dairy Fest is a May 31st through June 2nd. Check out marshfieldchamber.com for all the details. See you in Marshfield for a fun-filled weekend. Sounds like fun, huh? I'm actually going.
Yeah, right.
No, I am. I got off of work.
Yeah, right.
I'm doing a baseball game up there that weekend. I'm doing Stevens Point.
Where's the cap, bro? Where's your cap?
I don't have a cap. I didn't bring my cap. I'm wearing one tonight. All right, anyway, top of the second here. Coming up now for the Vikings is Mumma once again because of the pickoff at third base. He'll re-bat again. That one's in there, a strike here in the top of the second. And that one's fouled off the catcher's mask quickly, 0-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Now that pitch was a little bit high that time. And that one's low in the dirt. Gets by the catcher. Nobody on base. No damage done. Two balls, 2 strikes now on Chase Mumma. And that one's a little bit outside. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Zach up to almost 30 pitches now in the second inning. That one's fouled back to the screen. Stays 3-2. Oh, yeah. I mean, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pitching gun, you got so many people around here.
Scouts, baby?
Maybe scouts. Maybe it's PBR. And that's called strike 3. So 1 down here now in the top of the second. And that will send up Eli Dreer. Eli Dreer. All right, here we go. 1 out now. Nobody on base for Dreer, number 12. And that one's on the ground on the shortstop. Van Dolman on to first in time. 2 outs. We got Jacob Bellot coming up next, the second baseman. He's the 9th hitter in the lineup, so we'll go right back up to the beginning after. All right, here's Bellot up. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Zach on the last 2 batters has gotten a little bit more better command back. Here's the next pitch. Strike called. It was not fouled. If it looked like it, it was actually a strike. It just fell out the catcher's glove. So no balls, 2 strikes quickly. Zach delivers. Pitch is high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Grayson Zach, I believe, is the Minnesota Gopher commit. And that's called strike 3. Not on the swing, but on the pitch. And we're going to head to the middle of the second inning now. Wisconsin Lutheran still leads 2-0. More baseball coming your way on Zaleski Sports.
Fleet Farm has everything you need for every season of life. From tending the vegetable garden season to planting 100 acres of crops season. Fleet Farm is your one-stop shop. Whether it's strawberry jam season, cook your walleye season, or his first set of wheels season. Fleet Farm is built for every season. Fleet Farm, built for real life.
Back on Zaleski Sports, bottom of the second. Pewaukee coming to bat here. They're going to send up. Sounds like it's going to be Carl Edime. Facing Ross once again. That one is fouled back. Quickly 0-1. Ball's outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. And that one's ripped in the air to center. Right underneath it is Fry. And he'll make the catch. Had to move over a little bit to left center. And that's caught 1 down here in the bottom of the second. And now that will send up Logan Peterson, number 1, the right fielder. Pitch is in there for a strike. That one's ripped to center, down, a base hit. That's a base hit for Logan Peterson. And the Pirates' second hit of the day. So now Peterson aboards first. That will send up Ryan Sofa. Peterson takes his lead at first. Ross looks back at him. Ross sets. Here's the pitch. In there for a strike. Peterson takes his lead over there. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Renders and Bella talking out there, shortstop and second baseman, about a potential double play sequence, if it would come to that. Pitch to Sofa. Pitch is just a little bit outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. So 2 outs down now. Sofa kind of fell into a little bit off-speed pitch there that time. So now it will be Landon Wittek, the left fielder. And that one's ripped to short. Nice play over there, over to second, and there's a fielder's choice. Wisconsin Lutheran gets out of it, giving up 1 hit. We'll head to the top of the third. Still remains a 2-0 Wisconsin Lutheran lead.
For the best price on the Bowtie brand, all roads lead to Griffin Chevrolet in the auto mall.
Lease this 24 Chevrolet Trax for $255 a month for 36 months. Or when you lease this 24 Chevrolet Silverado, pay just $348 for 36 months.
Find new roads, discover old friends. There's no better way than with a Griffin Chevrolet.
As a proud sponsor of Zaleski Sports, Stevens Point Brewery brings you a variety of gourmet sodas to indulge in while watching your favorite teams. Flavors include black cherry cream, kitty cocktail, mango, orange cream, vanilla cream, and root beer in regular or zero sugar. Have it as a float for the perfect post-game treat.
Back here on Zaleski Sports, Wisconsin Lutheran with the 2-0 lead over Pewaukee here as we head to the top of the third inning. 2 runs came for the Vikings in the first inning. No runs for either team ever since. And now up to bat is number 4, Carter Fry, the top of the order here in the top of the third. Fry steps in here against Grayson Zach. Zach with 35 pitches here in the third inning. And that one is fouled right to the left side. Will someone put it on the freeway? Impossible.
Maybe the dot counts.
Can't. There's a fence out there.
Yeah. Really?
Yep. Just for that reason.
Unless you're in the MLB where you get it really deep.
Yeah. There's actually a net out there, I think, somewhere.
It looks so invisible.
It is invisible.
It's so invisible that I can't even see it.
There used to be, like, right when you drive by, and that one's outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Here's the next pitch. Ball's high and inside, 3-1. And that one's hit in the air to first base. Sofa underneath it, calling for it. Makes the catch, 1 out. So now, Eddie Rinder is the shortstop. Rinders is up to bat now. Number 10. Pitches outside, ball 1. Rinders 1 for 1 today with, I think he hit the double earlier down the right field line. And he follows that one back to the screen. 1 ball, 1 strike. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. And that one's ripped foul to the left side. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. And that one's ripped to second base. Caught out there. Nice play over there by Doberstein. 2 outs now in the top of the third. All right. 2 outs now. I will send up Cooper Sievert. Sievert takes high, ball 1. Sievert up 1-0 here. Drives one to left field. Going back, it's going to be probably caught out there. Yes, it will be by Wittek. And that retires the side. Middle of third coming up here. Wisconsin Lutheran still with the 2-0 lead.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wietrich family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
Why work for Staub Construction?
Everybody around you is just
family.
Everybody seems to bond together and get along good, and
they, I believe, truly care about their employees.
Staub has a great benefits package.
Staub is an employee-owned company that puts a large emphasis on work-life balance.
And everybody wants to see everybody succeed.
It's a good place to work.
Join the team at Staub Construction. Apply now at staubco.com.
Back on Zaleski Sports here. Two 2-0 lead for Wisconsin Lutheran here in the bottom of the third. Leading off is 6. It's going to be Brody Carlson. Brody, yes. He is the third baseman for the Pirates. Quickly 1-1. Ross having a pretty good outing so far today. Ross with 3 strikeouts, giving up 2 hits so far. That one's on the ground foul. So 2 balls, 2 strikes now on Carlson. And that one's ripped to right, and it's going to fall a base hit in between Bellot and Abram Mikowski. So Carlson boarded 1 for 1 with a base hit. So now Drew Doberstein will hit 1 for 1 today. Shows bunt, called the strike. On the pitch, not the bunt, because he pulled it back. So no balls, 1 strike. That one's on the ground of the pitcher, Ross. Ross will tag him out, but he will move Carlson over a second in scoring position here with 1 out. Stay on the Zaleski Sports YouTube channel around 4 o'clock. I believe there's a show today. Jason Zaleski, Dan Ross will take you through a weekly sports highlight. If you're up in the Marshfield or Stratford area, the new launch of the Zaleski Sports magazine as well, the weekly highlight book that you can be picking up at local gas stations up in that area. Sorry, Milwaukee folks, not yet.
Maybe in a couple of years.
Maybe, you never know. That would be kind of hard to do because printing out a book, and that one gets by the catcher meanwhile. Carlson over to third. Now he's a sac fly or ground ball away from making this a 1-run game. Jackson Servas now the hitter, the catcher for the Pirates. Servas bunts, the relay coming home to the plate. They got him. Ross to Bellot at home. It was not a bad drawn play over there by Pewaukee, Servas. The bunt and have him steal home, but that's one thing with that. You cannot miss the ball if the guy is running in motion because that'll just be caught stealing at home. So, but that was a nice read there by the Wisconsin Lutheran defense. Ross to Bellot at home. So now Grayson Zach will come up here with Servas on first. So Servas reaches by fielder's choice. Pitches outside in the dirt, 1-0. On the ground, a shortstop. Quickly on to first is Reinders that time, and it's in time. Head of the 4th inning here, Wisconsin Lutheran still with the 2-0 lead. More baseball coming your way next.
Big Putts is the greatest indoor mini golf experience in the universe, as determined by unofficial independent voting. Big Putts on South 27th Street in Greenfield is open 7 days a week. Plan your next night out, weekend, birthday party, company outing, or an afternoon delight of mini golf at Big Putts. After a round of golf, test your skill in the area's best arcade. Big Putts on South 27th Street in Greenfield and Big Putts on Facebook. I like Big Putts and I cannot lie.
Customize your next apparel order with Maida Custom Apparel of Stevens Point. Visit us today for custom baseball and softball apparel. Need help with a design? We have you covered. Our highly skilled staff will turn your idea into a reality with great quality screen printing. Or choose from a variety of embroidery options today. Visit us at our physical store or online at maidacustom.com.
Back here on Zaleski Sports, Wisconsin Lutheran with the 2-0 lead over Pewaukee. Today's game is sponsored by Big Putts. Looking for great family entertainment? Look to Big Putts on South 27th Street in Greenfield. Full indoor 18-hole mini golf course, arcade games, and more. Also look to Big Putts for your next birthday party and family gathering. Call Big Putts at 414-373-0505 to book your event now and visit Big Putts on Facebook. I like Big Putts and I cannot lie. All right, top of the fourth. We made a meme out of that in the broadcast booth. I've yet to go on to Big Putts yet.
Oh, we will eventually.
Oh, we will go.
Want to see some more outdoor mini golf places?
Yeah, let's see some more outdoor. I know it's kind of hard the climate we have here. We're only warm practically May through, not even May sometimes, May through September.
How about 3 rounds of storms yesterday?
3 rounds of storms yesterday. Wasn't enough for me. These folks in Oconomowoc had a tornado warning yesterday. Yeah, I had to go to those basements. That'd have been funny. One of these days we're going to be doing a game and there's going to be some kind of bad weather like that. It's going to be like, what do we do? Hotchkiss follows it back here. He's the leadoff hitter in the inning. And Hotchkiss on the ground to second. Doberstein bobbles it, recovers, throws to first, and still gets the out. I always teach my kids down in the youth, I say, hey, you bobble a ball, you stay with it. I'll show them the clip of Owen Doberstein in that situation. He stayed with it and still got the out. 1 out now for Ross, the pitcher. On the ground again to second. Doberstein, another play over to first in time. 2 outs now. Quick 2 outs. So now, going to be Andrew Bellot, the catcher. Zach's pitches were a little bit high in the first inning, like I should say pitch count wise, but they've gotten better. And that's strike 1 to Bellot. Next pitch, and that one's foul to the right side. Quickly 0-2. Zach delivers here. Cold! Strike 3. As we head to the middle of the fourth inning, it's still a Wisconsin Lutheran 2-0 lead. More baseball coming up next on Zaleski Sports.
You're tuned in to Better Halves. Mike, what are you looking for?
Skip, I'm not getting older. I'm getting better. I still got big plans for my life and my Medicare.
I know exactly what you want from Medicare. Same as all the other guys. Me!
Hey, Mike, I'm Sheila from Security, and I'm just like you. In fact, I'm from your neighborhood, and I've got a Medicare plan that treats you like you.
Did it just get better in here?
Back here on Zaleski Sports, Matt Peck here alongside Elijah Vanksalata. 1 of 2 for these two today. We only have one of the games, which is the 2 o'clock game right now, but they play another one right after this at 4:30. This is the tornado makeup game, and the Wisconsin Lutheran's Game Changer is streaming this one, and they'll be streaming the next one. So if you want to watch the next one, I'm not sure if it's publicly able to be streamed unless you have to be a fan of the team or whatever. But bottom of the 4th coming up here for the Pewaukee Pirates. They will come to bat. Leading off is Owen Doberstein. Man, was he a busy man at second base last inning. Made 2 of the 3 outs over there. Line drive catch? No. 2 ground outs. One of them he bobbled, but he stayed right with it. Very nice trick in baseball. Stay with it. And that was on the ground to third. Fastly again. On to first. In time. Ooh. They got him. On the tag, it was a little bit of a high throw. And that was thrown by, that time, Dreyer. Game changer. We're starting so fast here in the bottom of the 4th. Game changer wasn't even loaded up yet for the bottom of the 4th.
Fourth is going fast. Bottom of the 4th is really going fast. Man. Couldn't ask for a faster game.
So now it's going to be Carl Edom. He's the designated hitter. In there for a strike. And that one's ripped to center. Fry underneath it, calls for it, and he makes the catch. There's 2 outs now in the bottom of the 4th.
Jeez. It's going to be like not even a 10-minute inning.
Well, I was just right. We're not even at 10 minutes for this full inning so far.
Watch, he's going to chase at the first pitch now. And try to
Logan Peterson bats now in the bottom of the 4th. Oh, 1 for 1 today. Takes a strike. One thing that's really convenient about this game is both pitchers are throwing a lot of strikes.
We're only 45 minutes into this game.
Pitches in there again for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes on Peterson. Ball's low in the dirt, 1 and 2. Maybe they know that. Maybe they secretly know that some kind of rush hour is coming. They want us to get us out of here before then. And that one's hit in the air. First base, Hotchkiss calling for it. He's got it. That's the end of the 4th inning, the shortest inning it feels like ever. And we will head to the top of the 5th. Wisconsin Lutheran still leading 2-0.
Fleet Farm has everything you need for every season of life. From tending the vegetable garden season to planting 100 acres of crop season. Fleet Farm is your one-stop shop. Whether it's strawberry jam season, cook your walleye season, or his first set of wheels season. Fleet Farm is built for every season. Fleet Farm, built for real life.
Milwaukee's best deal on Detroit iron starts right here.
2324 Jeep Grand Cherokees with 10% off MSRP. Plus 24 Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cab 4x4 starting at $49,499 with $5,500 in rebates or 3.9% for 72 months.
For cars and trucks, imported from Detroit, and deals made famous in Milwaukee, it doesn't get any better than this.
Is there a Griffin hub tag on your car?
My next ad read. Welcome back here on Zaleski Sports. Top of the 5th inning, Wisconsin Lutheran with the 2-0 lead. Today's game is sponsored by Griffin Hub Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram of Milwaukee. Has over 125 new vehicles in stock and ready to preview and over 35 in transit to the dealership. Find a large selection and deals of new and pre-owned Dodge Chargers and Challengers. Drive into style and saving this 2024 at Griffin Hub Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram of Milwaukee. Coming in here in the top of the 5th, Zach remains on the mound. That one's on the ground to short. Everyone's going after the first pitch, and that's going to be a nice pick over there at first base.
Dude, I stood for 1 second, bro.
Nice pick over there by Sofa. And that was played by Drew Van Domelen over at short. So now 1 out. It's going to bring up Eli Dreer. And that was Chase Moon that grounded out. Quickly 1 strike here. Swing and a miss, strike 2. I want everyone to comment right now. Producer, hurry up. No balls, 2 strikes. And that one is ripped. A base hit to center field for Eli Dreer. So it's the first hit in a long time for both teams, it feels like. So now Zach will step back on the mound. He'll have Dreer on first. Sets. Here's the pitch. And that one's popped up in the infield. They're going to let that one drop. Throw to the first. And they're going to call him out. Tough play. I don't know why you let that drop. I know you're trying to get the out at second, but he was.
Man, they're really trying to go fast. Another first pitch.
I mean, that was kind of confusing on that one to me because the runner stays at first. Now you got a runner in scoring position. A base hit could potentially score him. I mean, it is Fry. Carter Fry 0 for 2 today at the plate. Got a chance to give him a 3-0 lead with a base hit, and that one's fouled to the left side. So that is no balls, 1 strike. And they're going to call a balk. I was going to say they had it look like a balk. Zach that time started to throw, and he just stopped. That's all. That's the criteria for a balk. Other things too, but that's a main criteria with the motion. Maybe he heard time or something and got confused. In there for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes on Fry. This would be huge for Zach to be able to get out of this without giving up a run with a runner on third to keep it 2-0. Pitch is low to Fry. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's a pitch. Outside. 2-2. No organ music today, so maybe I should create my own. No organ music today, so I should create my own. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That one's ripped to second. Doberstein plays on the bounce. Throws to first in time. Bottom of the 5th coming up. Wisconsin Lutheran, once again, still leading 2-0. More baseball coming your way on Zaleski Sports.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact.
Good day.
We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fear, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
May the cheese be with you. Back here on Zaleski Sports, that pack. Alongside Elijah Vinks a lot. Today's game sponsored by Asher Exteriors. Call Asher for your no obligation estimate at 888-GO-ASHER or visit goasher.com. That's goasher.com. Get off the ladder and get a gutter helmet with Asher Lasting Exteriors. Trusty experts on your most valuable asset, your home. Give them a call today at 888-GO-ASHER. Bottom of the 5th coming up here. We are flying by this afternoon. Yeah. That pitch was high. Ball 1. Pitch is in there for a strike. One thing that's very important is a lot of pitchers are throwing a lot of strikes in this game, and they're hitting a lot of the first pitches. Ryan Sofa, the batter, now the first baseman for the Pirates. 1 ball, 1 strike on him. Ball's outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. That one's swinging a miss. Strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ross, 48 pitches here in the 5th inning. That's a really, really good pitch count. And ball's outside. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Yes, at this rate, he could go the whole game. And ball 4. Pitch must have just missed a little bit outside. So ball 4 puts Sofa on base here with no outs. So now up to plate is Landon Wittek. And Wittek shows bunt, and they call it a strike on the pitch. Sofa takes his lead from first here with no outs. Wittek in the box. 0 for 1 today with a walk, I think. I think he walked once today. In there for a strike. Quickly 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Called strike 3 on Landon Wittek. And that's Ross's 4th strikeout of the day. I think 3 of the 4 of them have been on called strike 3s too. So now with 1 out, Brody Carlson will come in to hit. Sofa, quick pick off on him at first base. Ross sets up here. Here's the pitch. That one's on the ground. Hits Ross. Going to throw over to second. On to first. Save. But gets by Hotchkiss over there. But what a play by Ross to be able to come back and at least get 1 out of that. After he was hit by the line drive. Man, if they would have turned a double play on that, that would have been like on SportsCenter tomorrow.
Play of the game.
Yeah. Yeah. That was actually Burt Ness that was batting that time. There was an offensive change that came in for the Pirates right there, a pinch hitter.
What's his name?
Burt Ness. But Drew Doberstein will bat now with 2 outs here and a guy on first. First pitch is in there for a strike. So far, the umpire in this game could just go strike, strike on every pitch because it seems like that's every pitch is a strike.
Maybe they secretly want to get through this doubleheader.
1 ball, 1 strike. Well, that's the umpires the Brewers have been getting recently.
Brewers haven't had a doubleheader yet, right?
Nope. In their first strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Burt Ness on first. Well, maybe Burt Ness is the pinch runner. That's probably what it is. Because I think the catcher or the pitcher was on first. And that one's swinging a miss, strike 3. First base is already occupied, but they'll throw it to first anyways. That's 3 outs. 6th inning coming up here. Wisconsin Lutheran still with the 2-0 lead over Pewaukee. More baseball coming up next.
Big Putts is the greatest indoor mini golf experience in the universe, as determined by unofficial independent voting. Big Putts on South 27th Street in Greenfield is open 7 days a week. Plan your next night out, weekend, birthday party, company outing, or an afternoon delight of mini golf at Big Putts. After a round of golf, test your skill in the area's best arcade. Big Putts on South 27th Street in Greenfield and Big Putts on Facebook. I like Big Putts and I cannot lie.
Asher Laston Exteriors is committed to craftsmanship, innovation, and outstanding customer service as Western Wisconsin's trusted gutter and gutter helmet experts. Our highly trained certified technicians can install gutter helmet onto new or existing gutters. Gutter helmet blends in beautifully with your home, can withstand the heaviest of rainfalls, and is backed by a lifetime transferable warranty. Save up to 20% with 0 down and no interest or payments for up to 18 months with seamless gutters and gutter helmet. Brought to you by Asher Laston Exteriors.
I think he actually went there. Back here on Zaleski Sports. Today's game is sponsored by Fleet Farm. Pick up all your pets' favorites. From Fleet Farm, find everything from food and treats to toys and health products under one roof from all the brands you trust. Dogs or cat, they got you covered. Shop your pets' everyday's essentials at Fleet Farm. Top of the 6th inning coming up. Wisconsin Lutheran with the 2-0 lead. It's been the same story all game, which has been shocking. It's got to be number 10 leading off. And that's going to be Eddie Reinders leading off. Rinders. All right, whose game changer is this? We're going to go to Wisconsin Lutherans now. In there for a strike. That's how we start the top of the second. Sixth. Man, am I really gone back time if I said the second. Outside for a ball. 1-1 on Reinders. Reinders takes another pitch outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. All fastballs so far for Zach and this batter. Ball 2 missed a little bit outside with the curve. And that's ball 3 now. That one's foul to the left side. Out of play. So 3 balls, 2 strikes now on Reinders. And Reinders takes ball 4, and he's aboard here in the top of the 6th. Like I said earlier, don't miss 4 o'clock Central. 2 legends sit in the studio and Stevens Point talk. That's Dan Ross and Jason Zaleski. I'm pretty sure they are having a show today at 4 o'clock. Things have changed in the past due to personal schedules, but normally every Wednesday at 4 o'clock there is a Zaleski Sports Show. And that one's fouled to the left side. Quickly, 1 strike. Sievert, the batter now for Wisconsin Lutheran. I call this the fly day. Lots of flies are starting to come out.
Well, we do got the windows open in the broadcast booth.
Yeah, we got the windows open.
Nice day, though,
Reinders leads off from first. Pitch is a little bit inside and high for a ball.
Feels like summer's right around the corner.
It should be right around the corner. There's a pool over there I'm heading into after the game. It's right. Yeah. Reinders throws back over to first. Snow in the forecast next week, apparently. Elijah said, the weatherman over there.
I'm just playing.
When's our next thunderstorm warning? Tomorrow.
Tonight at 9:52 p.m.
Okay. Now that wouldn't be funny. Reinders takes off, throws down to second, drops the ball. Nope, safe. Yeah, that's going to put Reinders in scoring position here in the top of the 6th inning. Sievert steps back in, about to step back into the box. He's got Wisconsin Lutheran with a runner 180 feet away from making this game a 3-0 game. In this game, 3-0 is a lot different than 2-0, the way the runs have been scored in this game. And that one's thrown high, going to get by. Reinders takes third. Bunt pulled back by Sievert as well, who's 0 for 2 today. Well, Wisconsin Lutheran tried the trick play, bunt the runner home, kind of like what Pewaukee did. You got to think Pewaukee's looking to make a play at home. Because, like I said, 2-0 is a lot different than 3-0 in this game. Here's the pitch. In there for a strike. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Full count now. Zach up to 72 pitches. And that one's foul right at the dugout. Still remains a full count. Runner 90 feet away from taking a 3-0 lead. That one is over our heads foul. Just a few feet away from coming right in our window. Yeah. And ball 4. So they're going to call it a hit by pitch. But it would have been ball 4 anyways. So Sievert takes first. Hotchkiss up to bat now. No sign yet from the Pewaukee dugout. Here's a pitch, throws down, not going to throw on a second, very smart. So the double play taken away now. Base hit. Remember that Little League song? Base hit, scores a run. Thank goodness no kids sing that in high school. Coach Doberstein to head out to the mound. One of the parents down there has a ball. He's screaming, "Blue! Like I had the ball." He's throwing it way over, and that makes it over. Nice throw down there by the parent.
Yeah, that's kind of by us too.
Yeah.
What a beautiful throw.
So Pewaukee will have a discussion on the mound.
I don't think they're switching yet, right? What's Doberstein's pitch counter? Second to stand out here.
Doberstein's pitch count is so now it's Sievert and Reinders on second and third. Hotchkiss to bat here with no outs. Hotchkiss rips that one. Foul. To the right side. We got no balls, 2 strikes on Hotchkiss. Second and third going away. Sievert on second, Reinders on third. Hotchkiss rips that one to right, carrying over. And the window kind of tricked me over here. I think that, yep, it was fouled. So out of play.
It's a hard angle from here.
Hard angle from where our camera is to film right field. I couldn't even see it leaning over if that was going to be caught or not. So still 0-2. Sievert and Reinders second and third. Hotchkiss at the plate. Hotchkiss takes that pitch outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hotchkiss rips that one. Caught at second base that time by Owen Doberstein. What a catch out there to make it 1 out and save 2 runs. So now it will be, and that one's on the ground to second. It's going to score a run. Doberstein on to first in time. It's a 3-0 lead. RBI ground out for Ross. Reinders comes in. It's 3-0 Wisconsin Lutheran.
Keeps thinking that Pewaukee's the away team. Interesting.
So now that moves over Sievert to third. Pitch is taken inside, ball 1. Zach still remains on the mound with 81 pitches on the day. Pitch taken outside. Ball 1. Zach is throwing 2 no-hitters, by the way, this year. Can't remember which teams that he threw them against, but he has done it. That one's right at the Wisconsin Lutheran dugout, foul. Andrew Bellot, the catcher, the hitter right now. Not good. That one's inside. 3 balls, no strikes. 2 balls, 1 strike. Game changer a little bit behind here. And that one's ball 4. So with runners on the corners now, 2 outs. That will send up the leadoff hitter, Carter Fry. No, wait, Chase Muma, designated hitter. There's 2 bellouts in the lineup. That's why I got confused. I just realized that now there's 2 bellouts in the lineup.
I knew.
I didn't. Nor was I not paying attention. Throws back over to third. They're going to try to get him stuck in the base path. Looking. He's going to, well, he got to go home or do something. Going to go home with it and overthrows him. And they might, that's going to be at least that's going to be a 4-0 game. See, in that situation, you got to go home and get the runner, because even if they take the guy out, the runner scores before then, it's still run. So without that, they get no outs out of it, and they let Wisconsin Lutheran score another run. It's 4-0. Pitch is high, ball 1 on Muma. Ball 2. Ball 3. 3-0 on Chase Muma. Here's the next pitch. And outside, ball 4. So now runners on the corners once again in the top of the 6th. Zach steps off now at 90 pitches. He's got 10 more to go, and here comes Coach Doberstein. Likely could see a different pitcher now.
He's walking back up now, though.
So the meeting on the mound continues, 4-0. We will remind you of a sponsor we have here. Today's game is sponsored by Griffin Ford of Waukesha, the ultimate New Year special. Griffin will inspect, rotate tire, check battery, complete multi-point inspection, check your heat, change your wiper blades and air filter, all for $179.95. That's Griffin Ford of Waukesha. The Wisconsin Lutheran with the 4-0 lead here with 2 outs in the top of the 6th. Tag on 2 runs here in the top of the 6th. The other runs came in the 1st. Nice Woodland Conference showdown here. Both of these teams are right at the top. So this is a very important series. Woodland West, I should say. Throws down. Nope, not going to throw on a second. Like I said, very smart play. Dreyer, the hitter now. And that one's ripped to center field and dropped out there. Cannot make the play. That's going to score at least 2. Relay in a second. And Wisconsin Lutheran has broken it over in this inning with a 6-0 lead. That was a hard play. That was a hard play out there by Drew Doberstein, though, to be able to make. So Dreyer gets the second. Pitches inside. So now Jacob Bellot will bat. Here's the pitch. That one's up in the air. Foul. That's the rough. Plenty of balls, probably already, baseball's already up there. All right, 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner on second. Now one's going to be ripped up the third base line. Umpire calls it foul, throws over to first. And no, sir. I think he tried to pick it up as soon as possible. And it went out of bounds just a little bit too fast.
Did you say out of bounds?
Out of foul.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you said out of bounds. I was like, what? Say basketball?
1 ball, 2 strikes, runner on second. Jacob Bellot in there. Takes a called strike 3. So we will head to the middle of the 6th inning. Wisconsin Lutheran tags on 4 runs this inning. They lead 6-0.
Fleet Farm has everything you need for every season of life. From tending the vegetable garden season to planting 100 acres of crops season. Fleet Farm is your one-stop shop. Whether it's strawberry jam season, cook your walleye season, or his first set of wheels season. Fleet Farm is built for every season. Fleet Farm, built for real life.
Back here on Zaleski Sports Today's game is sponsored by, why don't you guys visit Marshfield? Marshfield Dairy Fest is May 31st through June 2nd. Check out marshfieldchamber.com for all details. See you in Marshfield for a fun-filled weekend.
You gonna be there?
Yes, I will be there. I need a vacation. If that means going to Marshfield, that's where I'll go.
Who's that up to plate?
Up to bat, that is... There's the next pitch, and that one's on the ground. On to first. No tag. And here comes Coach Kargas. He's going to talk and ask for an appeal, most likely.
Wait, they call him out after?
Call him safe. Servas reached there, and the umpires are going to talk this over on the appeal. Hotchkiss might have gotten the tag down. Why don't they bring the cameras up here and we'll look at it. And they're going to say, stick with how he's safe. Coach Kargas is going to come back over there and talk with the home plate umpire. Servas takes his lead over there from first, reaching on the throwing air. Pitch is in there to Grayson Zach for a strike. He's 0 for 2 today. 6-0 Vikings lead. 4 runs came in the top of this inning. Pitch inside, ball. Zach takes that pitch outside. And that one's ripped. Out of play, foul.
You all right?
16-2, the Pewaukee Pirates are 7-1 on the season in the Woodland West, or no, I should say the Woodland Conference altogether, but Woodland West leaders right now. I believe Wisconsin Lutheran is right there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Kind of out in front of that one. Goes to second. Back to first. Oh, they take out the second baseman, but I think that's going to be an automatic out at second and first. Yes. So that will be a double play as the new obstruction rule. You cannot take out the second baseman, otherwise it will be called an out.
So it's
And Coach Doberstein will come out. We'll stay with you for a moment.
Is it a double play, though?
It's going to be a double play as of now. Great, big call in that situation, but we've seen that call already in the MLB. And yes, it will be a double play ruled. So now 2 outs in the inning. That was in there for a strike. Probably wasn't the best thing to do, as even if you don't hit him, he likely probably will not turn that double play, as he was almost to first. Pitch is low, 2 balls, no strikes. Swing and a miss. That pitch gets by outside. One thing I like about these pitchers, too, they play like there's a pitch clock. They throw the ball right away, and that one's on the ground right to the pitcher. Ross takes it to Hotchkiss right over there at first. That's the end of the 6th inning. We are through 6-0. Wisconsin Lutheran leads. 7th inning coming up. More baseball next on Zaleski Sports.
For the best price on the Bowtie brand, all roads lead to Griffin Chevrolet in the Auto Mall.
Lease this 24 Chevrolet Trax for $255 a month or 36 months. Or when you lease this 24 Chevrolet Silverado, pay just $348 for 36 months.
Find new roads. Discover old friends. There's no better way than with a Griffin Chevrolet.
As a proud sponsor of Zaleski Sports, Stevens Point Brewery brings you a variety of gourmet sodas to indulge in while watching your favorite teams. Flavors include black cherry cream, kitty cocktail, mango, orange cream, vanilla cream, and root beer in regular or zero sugar. Have it as a float for the perfect post-game treat.
Back here on Zaleski Sports, Matt Peck. Here, that's going to be 8 is pitching. Van Dumlin in to pitch for the Pirates. Oh, yeah. I was looking in the wrong spot. So Van Dumlin in to pitch for the Pirates here in the 7th inning. Number 4 leading off is Carter Fry. Beautiful afternoon here at Lake Country Dock Stadium, which is very nice. Home of the Lake Country Dock. I think they play their first home game on Friday. I know the Milwaukee Milkmen do at Franklin Field. I'm not sure about the Dock. They do here too? Yeah. Oh, wow. That's why they got all the cameras set up already up here, ready to go. Friday night. The lights are brewing.
Might have to catch a Milkman Dock game.
Yeah.
Maybe out here.
The, well, one of them is not high school sports friendly. 1-0 on Fry. Fry, the leadoff hitter. Fry takes a strike in there. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the next pitch. In there for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And ball's outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes now.
That fly's going crazy. Took a ball on the
So 3 balls, 2 strikes. And ball 4. So Rinders will bat now with Fry in first. Pitch is low in the dirt, ball 1.
Oh shoot, I think I got the wrong pitcher on the mound. I think it's not.
Seltzer is the pitcher. That is Braden Seltzer. Throws back to first. And that pitch is low in the dirt. 2 balls, no strikes. Pitch is high and away. So now Fry on first. It's 3-0 now on Rinders. And that one's ripped in the air to center. Drew Doberstein underneath it makes the catch. 1 out here in the top of the 7th on a 3-0.
Got the green light.
Got the green light. Nowadays, most kids swing on red lights. Just like people drive through red lights on the streets.
Can't do that in Illinois, otherwise you're going to get a ticket.
Then Domlin. Seltzer throws back to first. Trying to get Fry out over there.
I got you thinking Van Dumlin's the pitcher now, huh?
And that one's on the ground to third. But foul, hit the batter. That's why I was like, why are none of the fielders moving? Oh, they called a balk. Never mind. Because Fry advanced to second. Pitch is a little bit high. Pitch is outside ball. Pitch is inside again, 3-0. Sievert, the batter, with 1 out. Seltzer sets. Here's the pitch. Ball 4, low. Sievert walks now. Now it's time for Hotchkiss. Here comes Coach Doberstein. Quick mound visit. And they will talk things over here. 6-0 lead here in the top of 7. Today's game is sponsored by Big Putts. Looking for great family entertainment? Look to Big Putts on South 27th Street in Greenfield.
Yeah, they are switching.
Full indoor 18 mini golf course, arcade, games, and more. Also look to Big Putts for your next birthday party and family gathering. Call Big Putts at 414-373-0505 to book your event now and visit Big Putts on Facebook. I like big butts, and I cannot lie. Who's in the mound now, Elijah? Bigler?
I think it says 21, right?
Brooks Bigler looks to be the next. Yep, Brooks Bigler will be the pitch now. Pitcher for the Pewaukee Pirates.
The pitch?
Yeah.
He's going to be the pitch. Coming in from left field. Or maybe the bullpen.
So he'll face Hotchkiss first, who's 1 for 3 today. Back, all right. So all set to pitch. Brooks Bigler will be on the mound to pitch now. Quick talk between him and the catcher. He'll pitch with 1 out. Hotchkiss at the plate. Fry on second. Siebert on first. All right. Ball's in and outside. 1-0. Pitch is low in the dirt. 2-0. Here's the pitch. And that one's fouled right between the catcher and the umpire. Let's play guess today's attendance. Good idea. I probably could count on with my hands.
I'm guessing 60.
Include the players to make it sound a little better. Swing and a miss, strike 2. It's also the afternoon, so it makes sense. I think more people will be here for the next game.
On a school and work day.
No. Wednesdays people take off.
In the middle of the week.
I take off Wednesdays. I take off Thursdays. I take off Monday and Tuesdays. I don't work at all.
Working right now.
And that one's in the air. Could be playable by the dugout. It will be by Sofa. So 2 outs. Hotchkiss retired. So now it will be Jake Ross, the pitcher. We'll see if Ross, I believe he'll probably try to do 7 complete. He will likely, if they pull this out, be our highlight house player of the game. And that one's on the ground to Bigler. Bigler on to first. High throw. They got the out. 6-0. Bottom of the 7th coming up. Will Pewaukee have a rally in them? We'll see.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
Why work for Staub Construction?
Everybody around you is just family.
Everybody seems to bond together and get along good, and
They, I believe, truly care about their employees.
Staub has a great benefits package.
Staub is an employee-owned company that puts a large emphasis on work-life balance.
And everybody wants to see everybody succeed.
it's a good place to work.
Join the team at Staub Construction. Apply now at staubco.com.
Back here on Zaleski Sports. In the bottom of the 7th inning, Ross is going to remain and try to make it a complete game. Ross today has only given up 4 hits. Ross on the pitching side is 4 hits, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts. And he will face Edom, the first hitter. Edom steps in. Called strike 1. Stay tuned after this Nasonville Dairy postgame show. We'll go down with the winning coach right now. After the game, They'll do their post-game meeting. That one's ripped down the left field line. Hey, fair ball into the corner. Picking up in left field is Sievert. Cuts it into second base, and it's a double leadoff for Edom. Not over yet. Pewaukee's probably the largest hit of the game so far. So now it'll be Logan Peterson. So Ross, 5 hits given up on the day. Edom will lead off from second. In their first strike. No balls, 1 strike.
Hey, right after our game, it's perfect. We could go right to Jason and Dan.
Yeah. And that one's on the ground to Ross, the pitcher. Looks over to second. Takes his footing back over to first in time. Peterson retired 1 out here in the bottom of 7th. Ryan Sofa, the hitter now. Sofa today is 0 for 1 in their first strike. And that one's fouled to the back screen. No balls, 2 strikes. (6-0) Wisconsin Lutheran lead. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And there's 2 down now here in the bottom of 7th. It's going to be the final hitter, Wittek, Logan Wittek, Landon Wittek. I got the last names confused earlier, now the first names. All right, strike 1. In there again for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of 7th. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The Wisconsin Lutheran Vikings take game 1 in this series. A huge game 1 win for them. And we will go down and talk with Coach Steve Kargas and with the player of the game of his choice, most likely the pitcher Jake Ross. We'll be back after this with the Nasonville Dairy postgame show.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fir, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy.
Back here on Zaleski Sports, Matt Peck here. I'm here with Coach Steve Kargas. You guys get this 6-0 win over Pewaukee. Tell me about that win.
Well, it starts with the guy on my left here. I mean, he was dominant on the mound, and he's doing what he's doing there. We're a different team, and he was on his game today. Very good pitcher they had on the mound, though, too, and we took advantage of every opportunity we had. So when we play pitch like that, play defense like that, we're tough to beat.
All right, so tell me about the next game coming up, because you got Pewaukee again in about an hour. So tell me, you guys beat them. It's looking good for the Woodland West in terms of things, because they're right up there with you guys. Tell me what's going to be in store to get it done in game 2.
Correct. We put ourselves in a position to get where we want to be. Again, we play our game. If we make them match us, we feel confident. So it's all about us. If we play our game, there's not nobody we feel like we can't beat. Good pitcher on the mound. We can hit the ball. If we do that again, feel very confident about this next game.
All right, perfect. Thank you, Coach.
Appreciate it.
Good outing today.
Yep.
Good outing by Jake Ross today. Tell me about the outing today that you had.
It was awesome. I just wanted to go out there and dominate. You know, it all starts with the mentality that you have.
Okay. So tell me about the remaining schedule, you guys, because you guys seem like you guys blend really well as a team. So tell me about your teammates and how they support you and everything throughout the season.
Teammates are awesome. Although they make fun of all of us a lot, we all make fun of each other. But it all just builds us better. Upcoming schedule, we're looking really good. We're all coming together now. The season's looking good.
All right, perfect. So you're going to take the mic. We do a thing here at Zaleski Sports called Zaleski Sports Highlight House Player. So I'm going to count you down for 3, 2, 1. You're going to say your name, then you're in the house. You're going to look right up there.
Say my name, then what?
I'm in the house. So you say your full name, then I'm in the house. Look right up there at that press box at the top. Someone up there. 3, 2, 1.
Jake Ross, I'm in the house.
Yep. Awesome outing today. Oh. All right, Matt Peck signing off. Wisconsin Lutheran gets a 6-0 win. Lots of fans clap out here, and we'll see you guys on Friday at New Berlin Eisenhower. Signing off.